Let's go to Andy. He's a West Ham fan. Andy?
Hello, boys. You all right?
I'm all right, matey. Look, you've just watched your team put in a big performance. You needed it. You got one.
Geezer, honestly, mate. What's the saying that everyone was saying in the media? Be careful what you wish for, West Ham fans. But let me tell you, this is exactly what I wish for. Fortune's always hiding. I've just won £510, putting on 15 quid on a 33-1 bet on West Ham winning 2-0 tonight.
Oh, beautiful.
Lovely.
Top draw, Andy.
Lovely.
Come on, you Irons! West Ham are massive everywhere we go. West Ham are massive everywhere we go.
Andy. Right,
everywhere we go.
Right, enjoy it.
I'm
Enjoy.
happy Hammer, if you could guess.
Yeah, listen, happy. Enjoy that, right? But you've got to see this. You've got to continue seeing that type of football because you were brilliant tonight.
My whole argument all along, because there's been so much dross during the Moyes era of style of football, the boys, the whole culture had to change and they needed to give it time. Time was the most crucial element we needed for Lopetegui to implement his intricate, difficult, parting, flowing, free-flowing movement football that goes from back to front, and tonight executed it to a T for 90 minutes. I've seen it in little spells in other games, but we actually pieced it all together tonight, and I thought the boys were outstanding.
Yeah, it's got to be more.
Agree with all that.
You've shown tonight that you can put in that type of performance. So it's got to be every week.
But I like the fact that you're prepared to have a fight and wrestle. I saw Joe Linton trying to bully people over the pit, trying to get into Soucek, not having it. They're the little mini battles that you've got to win all over the pitch. Yeah. Every single one of them stood up, wanted to have a tear up, wanted to have a fight. I'll grapple with you. And Joel Lint's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
Big boy, but impressed with that.
Tear up.
Yeah, you know what it's like, mate. Grabbing people, give it a little pinching in the old thighs, pinching there. It's what Joel Linton's doing. I'll have some of you. You want to have it? I'll have it with you.
You buckle.
Oh, mate, I'll
crumble like
Tell you what, I'll have a tear up with you in the next break, all right?
Let's head to Richie. He's a Newcastle fan. All right, Rich?
All right, Rich?
Hey, lads, how are you doing?
I'm all right, Rich. That was a bad performance from you lot.
Proper bad day at the office, and I've got to say the best team won. We absolutely ruled missing those early chances. If we'd had 2 or 3 of them in the back of the net, different game.
Yep.
But fair play to West Ham. I made Basha will be very happy. He's a big hammer but yeah, just terrible today. Our heads went down, and we just lost it.
Yeah, were you as surprised as I was that you didn't really find a way to get back into it? You looked like you kind of run out of ideas a little bit.
Well, it was GOB-SMACKING. The first 15, 20 minutes were absolutely dominating that game. Yeah. And then the one thing you've got to do is defend set pieces, and we didn't.
Yeah.
We scored the goal. Our heads go down, and then from then there's one team wants to win that game, and it's the lack of ideas and the lack of fight that was the most disappointing to me.
Yeah, I would concur with that. Actually, I think West Ham left that field giving absolutely everything all over the pitch.
Yeah, they did.
And Newcastle looked
just
a little bit
stat here, right? West Ham have won 8 of their last 9 Premier League games on a Monday. The only exception in the sequence being a 3-1 loss at Arsenal on Boxing Day.
talkSPORT breaking news.
Freaky, mate.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Freaky.
8 of the last 9 on a Monday.
When the next playing on a Monday? What is it? 2 weeks' time? Against Wolves. It's a bit talkSPORT better, eh?
That's a great stat.
That's a good stat, yeah.
Let's go to Brian. He's a Newcastle fan, right, Brian?
Hello, lads.
Oh, Brian, you sound terrible, mate.
You sound awful.
I am absolutely sick, mate.
Oh, my word.
Mate, look.
No, I know, it's
talk
bad.
me through how bad that was, Brian.
It was kind of dreadful, like. That's an understatement, actually.
Go
on. Go on, play the music.
Oh, Brian, I feel for you, mate.
We deserve it. We deserve to get beat there. We just didn't want to win that game.
How are you going to cheer yourself up, Brian, tonight? What are you going to do? It's only 20 past night 10.
I'm going to go home, park the car up, back to the pub.
Sit in the pub?
Sit in the pub, mate.
Straight to the pub.
Have you eaten yet, Brian?
All right.
You've eaten. So I say,
What do you mean?
Get yourself a big old takeaway.
What, a big kebab?
A big kebab or Chinese or Indian or something.
Brown ale.
And it just, order that on the way home, Bri.
I want of each.
Listen, Brian, just going forward, Newcastle stuttering a little bit. That result kind of takes the stuffing out of you. If you won tonight, you would have been looking pretty, but...
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I think obviously the international break sort of broke our momentum a bit because we were flying before that. I mean, it's just typical Newcastle. We beat Forest and then get beat off a team who's, to be polite, we've been rubbish this season.
It's so tight at the moment still, though, isn't it? You know,
it's incredibly tight.
A couple of results, you're right back in it, but...
Yeah.
It just proves to you that there's no easy game in the Premier League, really.
It's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's true, matey. It's true.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, go and get yourself a kebab, Chinese, all of that, and a bit of...
Kebab and a Chinese?
Yeah,
Kebab and a Chinese, I'm all for that.
Yeah, and a big old couple of bottles of Nuki Brown.
All right. Brian, thanks for your call. Let's head back over to St James's Park, talk sports. Declan McCarthy is with Newcastle boss Eddie Howe.
Eddie, sometimes in football you do a lot good, but don't get what you want. How relevant is that tonight?
I think for the first 60 minutes, I'd possibly agree. I thought we were okay. I thought we had some really good chances. General play was good. Last half an hour I didn't like at all. There's reasons for that. I think we suffered a couple of injuries and we looked a bit loose in everything we did. We had players playing out of position in the last part of the game. But we have to take our chances, and also we have to defend those two situations better, especially the first goal.
Was that the most frustrating aspect of the first half with the goal for Souček? He found himself quite open in the box.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think from our perspective, we'll be very disappointed with that. We know his threat aerially. We know their threat from set plays. We missed Dan Burns' presence, I think, in our box tonight from that situation. And then, of course, whenever you go a goal down, you give yourself a different dynamic. The game changes, the feelings change. But I thought we recovered well. We had chances again to score, and we didn't take them. And I think there's a couple that we're really missing, because I think if we get the next goal, the game obviously turns again.
You mentioned the 60 minutes. I mean, it was quite similar to the Brighton game where you dominated in large parts, and they had their moments, and West Ham took theirs tonight. So why do you think that keeps happening?
Well, we find it difficult to score at the moment. I think very uncharacteristically for us again, it's another game that we haven't scored, but I think we've had chances too. So that's something we'll keep reflecting on. I think it's always difficult over the international breaks where you lose players and then you lose your ability to work together as a unit. But it would have been the same for West Ham. There's no excuse there. It's just we felt a little bit disjointed in our performance for different reasons.
And just a comment on Callum Wilson, a challenge in the box. PGMOL have told us that there wasn't enough contact in the box. What did you make of the situation? Do you feel like you should have had a penalty there?
Yeah, well, I thought possibly at the time. My first look was it could be, but obviously Callum's and the defender got their back to me, so I haven't seen it again.
Yeah, it's Eddie Howe there speaking after the game. Just on that penalty decision, a lot of people in the office thought it was a pen. What do you think?
I thought it probably was a penalty. Once the referee doesn't give it, the on-field decision tends to stick. Was it a howler? No, I think it's a pen though.
Do you?
Yeah,
I don't know if it is.
It's a pen. He's Mavropanos. It was Mavropanos.
Yeah, Mavropanos. Yeah.
He's wrong side. He's desperate just to do so. Look, he does well in the end, because if he doesn't challenge him, he probably scores, doesn't he? He probably scores.
Yeah, look, I think he does enough.
Yeah, does enough, and that's what you got to do when you're wrong side, mate. In the 6-yard box, just try and put him off the best you can.
Yeah.
Maybe if he's fit, he gets up and reads the challenge coming in. But I have to say, over that, if you're going to look at that, I don't think you can be really complaining too much over the 90 minutes.
Struggling to score goals, though.
Yeah.
Only got 13 this season.
Yeah, well, the main thrust, of course, comes through Isak, doesn't it? I thought Gordon was quiet tonight. I thought he was really quiet.
Yeah. But he can't be brilliant every week.
No, he can't. But in games like that, you're asking me about goals being scoreable. They had enough chances, Newcastle. It wasn't as if they didn't have chances, because they did.
18 shots.
But you're looking for Gordon to him and Isak to link up. Didn't really happen.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.